2, and Meg, on you.
So my name is Megan Herbert. I moved to Michigan when I was 1 1/2, and I didn't actually start going to Shepherd Public Schools until I was in 1st grade. And I was a really shy kid in elementary school, and I didn't really like meeting new people. So 1st grade was a really hard experience for me, and I ended up making some really good friends. But homecoming came around, and we didn't have homecoming at my old school, so it was really a different experience. So going to the pep assembly, I had no clue what to expect, but I ended up loving it. I loved the cheerleaders, I loved the pom team, and I loved the football team, and I loved hearing how we were going to win. So I went home and I'm like, Mom and Dad, we're going to that game. I didn't really give them an option. I was like, we're going. Like, it's going to be fun. We're going. So they packed up my little brother, who was about 2 at the time, and they put him in the front carrying backpack, and we went to the football game. I didn't pay attention to the game at all. I ended up talking to Ben Muggenberg the entire time about who knows what. He was in my 1st grade class, and I don't even remember much. I just remember talking to Ben. So that was my first real experience at Shepherd, and I had a great time, and I still love homecoming. So that is it's kind of like me, but in like a short little period.
Where were you at in that mountain range in that one picture in the back right?
We were in the Wind River Range.
Okay. What a beautiful shot.
It was a 9-mile hike back there.
Oh, it's not, yeah, they usually work.
So this is my family. So this is my mom. She works at CMU, and she's an ichthyologist, so she'll go out on boats and sample different kinds of fish. She does work with largemouth bass and smallmouth bass, seeing how they migrate in the Great Lakes, and she works with invasive species. So that's my dad, and my dad also works in the Great Lakes, but he does more of like bugs and mussels and all that kind of stuff. He also works with fish, but he works down in Ladesville for the Nature Conservancy. He's one of the scientists at the place. So both my parents have really supported me through all of my life, and they are great parents, and I really love that they always cheer me on. But when I do make a mistake, they always make me own up to it. So then we come to my little brother Leo. So Leo's a character. He's kind of a dork. He's really nerdy, and we don't really get along. We fight quite often. It's normally about really stupid stuff.
How many years between you?
6.
Okay, so you're older sister.
Oh yeah, I'm the more mature one. So my brother, we get in fights could be about Minecraft, because he plays that and then he tries telling me, because I try being the good big sister and I play with him, he tries telling me that I'm playing it wrong. Or it could be about how one of us is eating. One of us could be eating too loudly. I make him go in the other room if he eats too loudly. I
Typical brother sister stuff. But how do you play Minecraft along?
I don't know.
There is no way.
Yeah.
That's good.
We got in a fight about it. But he's super smart at the same time. So my brother built this machine thing, which is a solar-powered phone charger, so that he could bring it to my softball tournaments.
Yeah. Oh.
And it actually works because he was playing Minecraft so much on his iPod that his iPod would start dying, and then he'd have nothing to do. So he built this so he could take it to my softball tournaments, so then he could play Minecraft the entire time.
Oh my God, that's awesome. That's awesome.
And I actually made him put it together because he took it all apart so he could use the different parts to build other stuff. And this past weekend, I'm like, Leo, I need this for my speech. So
yeah.
He re-put it together for me. And then my dog, Lily, she is 14 years old, and she has, whenever she lays down, she kind of has trouble controlling if she pees or not.
Yeah.
And she's getting to that age, and she has arthritis. I've had her since I was
Gotcha.
3 1/2. And
Have you done doggy diapers, anything yet?
we have like pee pads on our beds.
That's what we do too. Yeah, we did the con thing, but we actually, the doggy diapers you get at PetSmart are so expensive. It's almost like $20 for 12. We just bought the bulk and cut a tail hole in them from Sam's Club. So we get to that point, we had to, because it's sad. Hang tough.
So these are some of my friends. I have a lot more friends than this, but these are just some of my closest friends. So this is Lou. That's Belle. That's my friend Maddie. That's my friend Evie. That's my friend Dana. That's Kat, and that's Kara. So Lou has been one of my closest friends for a long time. She actually transferred from Wynn in 4th grade, and we were on the same softball team at the time. And I've shared lockers with her for 2 years, and she's the one that got me to buy some Crocs for the first time. I don't have as many pairs of Crocs as her. I only have 2.
That's okay.
She has 10, so big difference. But I love hanging out with her. She seems really quiet, but once you get to know her, she talks quite often. So then my friend Maddie, she's from Freeland, and she likes hanging out at McDonald's, and I just really like her. So these are some of the things I do. So I play softball. I grew up playing softball, and it's a great sport where you get to learn teamwork and you get to make a lot of friends. Most of my friends I actually made through softball. So then I also do CrossFit. I recently did the CrossFit Open, which is a competition where you get to hang out with the entire gym and you kind of compete against each other. But I did the competition with my mom, and sadly she won 3 out of the 6 days over me. So, like, it wasn't over the entire gym, but she beat me.
Gotcha.
Days.
A little competitive, are we?
Yeah. And then I also do student council. I love student council because you get to be involved in the school and you get to meet people from different grades that you might not actually talk to. So then I also do band. I've learned 3 instruments through band. I've been playing since 6th grade, and I have done solo ensemble every year since 7th grade, and hopefully I can do good this year in solo ensemble. So we'll see. So then these are some of the things that have really changed my life, even though I don't do them continuously, they've really impacted it. So this past summer, I did a United Nations camp at Alma College, and you got to pretend to be the United Nations Security Council, and you got to address a world issue. So this year we addressed climate change, and you had to take your country's stance on it, and it was a really interesting experience because you got to see how the other countries felt about different issues, but at the same time, you had to work together to make one solid plan to come up with how to solve it. So then I also did the German exchange program last year, and it was an experience, and I loved it. You got to go to Berlin and see the Berlin Wall, and you got to go to the different castles, and you got to see your German friend, and you got to eat lots of chocolate because that's the best part. But I had a great time hanging out with all the Americans, like all the Americans that we went with, and Mrs. Narker might have got a little annoyed with us at some points.
No.
Yeah, we decided to quote meetings and fines and stuff. So homecoming's coming up in about 2 weeks, and I'm super excited, and I can't wait. So I'm looking forward to finishing up my senior year, how I started in 1st grade. So that's me.
Well done.